The Apple Watch Ultra completely disrupted the smartwatch industry when it first launched. But let's be totally honest with ourselves, it is incredibly bulky. Well, if the latest 2026 supply chain leaks are completely accurate, Apple is finally ready to fix the single biggest complaint about their premium wearable. The upcoming Apple Watch Ultra 4 is reportedly getting its very first massive design overhaul, and the internal hardware upgrades are going to completely destroy the competition. We have a massive amount of leaked information bouncing around the tech world today regarding the 2026 Ultra lineup. We are talking about a completely tweaked chassis, a revolutionary new Touch ID action button, and next-generation satellite connectivity that could change outdoor adventuring forever. If you are currently rocking an older Apple Watch or thinking about switching over from Garmin, you need to completely pause and watch this video before you spend a single dime on older hardware. Let's start with the most obvious visual change, the brand new design. The very first major leak we have sourced for the Apple Watch Ultra 4 is that it is finally going on a diet. Apple is reportedly introducing a highly tweaked, updated chassis for this specific generation. If you look at what Apple recently achieved with the incredibly thin Apple Watch Series 10, they are bringing that exact same aggressive engineering philosophy directly to the rugged, high-end Ultra for this year. Insiders strongly suggest Apple is going to make the Ultra 4 significantly slimmer and much lighter on the wrist. But obviously, the biggest fear with a thinner smartwatch is losing that legendary multi-day battery life. Do not panic! Apple is concurrently putting massive silicon upgrades inside this watch to keep the battery life just as brutally efficient as the previous Ultra 3. In Apple's eyes, the current Ultra battery benchmark is absolutely perfect for the vast majority of consumers. They do not feel the immediate pressure to compete with incredibly niche Garmin watches that last for an entire month on a single charge. Instead, they want to deliver that same reliable Apple multi-day battery in a much more comfortable, wearable form factor. Alongside that thinner titanium chassis, leaks also point to an even larger display. Apple is aggressively shrinking the black bezels around the screen, giving you a massive edge-to-edge viewing area for complex digital watch faces. So do not expect this thinner redesign to magically double your battery life. The battery capacity will likely remain perfectly identical to what we have right now, but the physical footprint is going to feel vastly superior on your wrist. Now, let's move on to the craziest hardware leak we have seen in years. Apple is heavily rumored to be radically updating the bright orange action button on the side of the watch. Remember, the action button was actually invented for the Ultra Watch first. It was a massive hit on the watch before it ever made its way to the iPhone Pro lineup. Well, it looks like Apple is innovating on the wrist once again. Leaks indicate Apple could actually be embedding a fully functional Touch ID biometric sensor directly into the side action button. This specific hardware upgrade is a massive deal for security and convenience. Imagine you are out shopping, or you are wearing a heavy winter mask and gloves where Face ID and standard passcodes totally fail. You will be able to instantly authenticate high-value Apple Pay purchases, quickly unlock complex banking applications, or verify your identity on a highly secure phone call just by resting your finger on the side of the watch. It is an incredibly sleek, frictionless way to add a second layer of biometric security to your everyday carry. This is exactly the kind of premium hardware feature that completely separates the Apple Watch Ultra from every other basic smartwatch on the market today. Before we talk about the massive new satellite chips and health sensors, I need to quickly announce our massive international channel giveaway. Believe it or not, I am officially giving away a brand new Apple Mac Mini powered by the M4 Pro chip with 24 gigabytes of RAM to one lucky subscriber. We are giving this beast away the exact second this channel hits 800,000 subscribers. If you look at our live sub count right now, we are incredibly close to hitting that massive channel milestone. Entering this massive international Mac Mini giveaway is incredibly simple. You only need to do 3 quick things right now. First, make absolutely sure you are subscribed to the channel and have the notification bell turned on. Second, share this specific video with a friend to help us hit that 800,000 subscriber goal even faster. And third, drop a comment down below telling me exactly what piece of tech you are hoping to buy in 2026. Is it the Ultra 4? A PS5 Pro? Let me know down below. Also, a quick safety warning, please watch out for annoying scammers in the comment section. I will never ask you to message me on WhatsApp or Telegram to claim a prize. Please report those fake accounts immediately. Now, let's get back to the insane leaks for the Apple Watch Ultra 4. To push the boundaries of outdoor safety, we are hearing strong rumors that Apple is integrating the highly advanced C-to-chip directly into this watch. This is an absolute game changer for connectivity. We already have basic emergency SOS and satellite text messaging on the previous Ultra models, but the inclusion of the new C-to-chip is going to dramatically push the bar forward. This advanced silicon will significantly increase satellite bandwidth. This allows you to send heavy messages much faster from the middle of nowhere. There are even wild rumors suggesting this chip could eventually allow you to stream low bitrate Apple Music directly over satellite while completely off the grid. This extreme level of standalone connectivity is exactly why the Ultra is so highly sought after. But powering all of these new features requires a highly efficient brain. The Ultra 4 is widely expected to be powered by the brand new S12 processor. This next-generation Apple silicon is being built on a much more efficient manufacturing process. This specific chip is the absolute key to maintaining that multi-day battery life while simultaneously powering the larger screen and the C-to-chip. The S12 will also make Siri completely instantaneous on your wrist, processing complex voice requests locally without constantly pinging your iPhone. But that brings us to the biggest, most controversial question everyone is asking. What is happening with the heavily rumored non-invasive blood glucose monitor? People have been begging for a diabetes tracking sensor for years. Well, I am incredibly sorry to report that the latest supply chain leaks deliver some highly disappointing news. It is looking highly unlikely that the blood glucose sensor will make it into the 2026 Ultra 4. It simply is not on the cards for this specific year. Does that mean the dream is dead? Absolutely not. Like we have heavily discussed in previous videos, Apple has a working proof of concept in their secret laboratories. They have literally figured the advanced science out. But a laboratory proof of concept is vastly different from a consumer medical device that ships to millions of people. Right now, the accuracy of that prototype sensor is likely hovering around 70 or 80%. Apple as a company simply cannot tolerate that margin of error. They need this medical-grade sensor to be 99.9% accurate before they ever release it to the public. We are literally talking about people's health and daily lives here. A false glucose reading could be incredibly dangerous. So Apple is taking their time to perfect the complex algorithms before they roll it out globally. We are just going to have to wait a little bit longer for that specific medical breakthrough. But even without the glucose monitor, the Ultra 4 is shaping up to be an absolute powerhouse. So when can you actually buy it? Historically, Apple always drops their new wearable hardware in the fall. You can officially expect the Apple Watch Ultra 4 to be revealed in September 2026 alongside the brand new iPhone lineup. And the absolute best news regarding this upcoming launch is the price tag. Despite the thinner titanium design, the larger display, the Touch ID action button, and the massive S12 chip upgrade, Apple is expected to hold the line on pricing. The Apple Watch Ultra 4 is looking highly likely to retail for the exact same $799 price point we have right now. They are completely cornering the premium smartwatch market by constantly adding insane value without hiking up the price tag. Garmin and Samsung should be incredibly terrified of this upcoming fall launch. So I want to pass the ultimate question over to you guys. Are you genuinely excited about the leaked specs for the Apple Watch Ultra 4? Is a much thinner titanium design and a Touch ID action button enough to finally make you upgrade your older watch? Let me know your exact thoughts down in the comments below so you can be entered into the massive Mac Mini giveaway. This is shaping up to be one of the best smartwatch updates in recent Apple history, and I cannot wait to see it in person. On that exciting note, it is time to officially wrap up today's leak breakdown. If you found this video helpful or you are just hyped for 2026 Apple hardware, please physically smash that like button down below. It helps the channel out massively. And if you always want to stay ahead of the curve with the latest Apple news, reviews, and high-end tech comparisons, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Until next time, guys, I will see you really soon.